Welcome to the Sports Card Talk Show. Sports Card Talk Show with Kevin Anderson and Lorn Walker, the Skull Brothers.
All right, welcome to episode 178 of the Sports Card Talk Show. We have a special edition Immaculate Showdown today.
I'm excited, dude. This has been a long time in the coming, or whatever you want to call it.
Long time coming.
But yeah, long time coming. Both me and Zach both ran into obstacles trying to complete this challenge. And we'll talk about that a little bit once we ring them up. But yeah. I'm excited to finally get this show on the road, man.
I know, man. It has been a long time because I think you guys were talking about, we'll let the Super Bowl get done with and the prices will drop, and we'll talk about it, but it didn't go quite that way, did it?
No, and I think we were trying to close it up right after. We actually extended it to beyond the Super Bowl. Now we're finally, 6-7 weeks removed since then. And
yeah. Didn't you say you just got one of your final cards?
Yep. Probably in the last week.
Yeah.
Probably we may have been able to shoot this last weekend if
it was close.
It was close.
Yeah. Hopefully he had fun doing it too.
Oh,
I had fun every time I turned around. You were like, look at this one, look at this one, look at this one.
Yeah.
You might have gotten a few more than
I did. And hopefully we can talk about that a little bit too.
I'm sure we'll be able to. Well, I think we better dial them up, huh?
Yep. Ring-a-ling ding dong.
All right, we got Zach dialed up. How you doing, Zach?
Doing good. How about you guys?
We're doing great, man.
Yeah. Excited to finally get this one in the books, man. You guys have been working on this challenge for a little while.
Oh, yeah. It's been stressful.
Oh, man. I know Lorn is constantly sending me photos of cards he's trying to win or winning. Yeah. And I'm like, you guys almost ready for this challenge or what?
I could have. What I wanted to complete, it took until like a week ago to complete. I had some. I was thinking I was going to have to call audible, but I really had I had something that I wanted to do, and I actually completed it. How about you?
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of strategizing and getting outbid and going, okay, I have to wait till that one gets listed again. I didn't get to do exactly what I wanted to do because I kind of got in a pinch at the end. I was just like, they were just getting low and low on the list population. I was like, I got to find something, or these ones are just going to keep going up. Like Mike, I thought I was going to get a Mike Ditka card under 40, and that one just kept going up. So I kind of settled. I knew a prior best offer that one if I have to. And so I ended up pulling the trigger because I really wanted him.
Nice.
So we don't know who's going to go first, so we decided to do a coin flip, and Kevin's going to be our official for the coin flip. Do you want to call it? We got Jerry Burns, who it looks like the guy from Grumpy Old Men, Burgess Meredith. She could play Jerry Burns. I don't know if you know Jerry Burns or not, but there's a good video of him on YouTube where they have the F-bomb counter in the corner. This is back when coaches. Oh, okay. I don't think coaches got fined for having tirades at press conferences back in those days. But anyway, yeah, he always looked like he just woke up right before the game started. His hair was always a mess. He always had a foul mouth. He was great. He's one of my favorite Viking coaches. He's going to be heads, and then on the back we got the Norseman on the back for tails.
All right, sounds good. I'll go with tails.
I have to flip this. You're going tails. Oh boy, and I got to catch it.
Oh, it's heads.
Oh,
I'm going to kick off. You get to go first.
All right, cool.
All
right.
Let me pull you up here. And I'm going to share the screen. We'll show the cards.
Sure.
Let's see here. Got to do that. There we go. And I put the first card up that you sent me. So.
Yep, that's great. All right, so yeah, the first one that I got from my box was this Aeneas Williams. It's 80 out of 99, the shadow box. And I never had a shadow box auto, and I thought these were going to kind of be cheesy looking, so I figured spend my lesser value on one, but these actually look really good. And I picked this one up for $10. Best offer did. I think the person was wanting 18 or 16, and most of them been going for about 13, 12. So I shot him the best offer. But yeah, I love Aeneas Williams. He played for the Rams, which they don't have much Rams auto cards of them. I think they have one, and it's man, I'm trying to remember. I think it's a Panini Classics like sticker auto, and I have a sticker auto of his, but this auto clearly looks better. Like nice, got all the room on it.
Yeah, that's really nice, man.
Definitely hit one of my PCs. If I was gonna get a box and I just pulled that one, I'd already been happy.
Right.
So then the next one I got is a Chad Johnson, 10 out of 99. I didn't take a picture of the back, but on the back it says player worn, or game used / player used on the back. So that kind of hits a little nice spot. Hopefully it is player worn or player used. Right, but yeah, Chad Johnson. This was the card that I kind of was stuck in the pinch for. I paid, I think, $32 for it. But yeah, on the bid, which it was going about 30. A lot of his cards go for a lot less, but you don't get the on card too much of his unless it's the early ones, and then those ones actually do go for a good amount. But yeah, I love Chad Johnson. Wish it said Chad Ochocinco on it though.
Right.
Yeah, he was definitely someone I was watching out for. Wish I didn't pay so much for, but it's better than buying a whole box just to pick him out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I was gunning for a Ochocinco too, and they just were going for more than I wanted to spend on them as well.
Keep an eye out on other 2020 products, because I've been seeing him in a lot. His mosaics,
really? Okay.
Yeah, his mosaics they go for about 15. He's coming there. I saw another one of his cards that I was kind of bummed that I got this one, because there's another product that just came out with his that looks really good. That it's on card also.
Nice.
Seems like they get these guys signed for a year and then they just unload a whole bunch of autographs and a whole lot of product. Once they get them to sign a contract with them, you tend to see their signatures in a lot of stuff. So that's cool.
Yeah. Well, I saw a bunch of Aaron Donalds pop up, and so I went after them. But then I noticed all of his cards were sticker auto, and then when I looked at the auto, because I'm watching his autos every day, 24/7, and I noticed that his those stickers were from last year. The way he's signing, because he does like his A in a weird star formation that he doesn't do anymore. So those, when I saw that those were just stickers from last year, I kind of was like, I don't really want those now. Like, this is what it's almost like a last year product to me. But,
right.
That was a little. So instead of getting Aaron Donald, I got myself a Cooper Cup, 3-color patch, 93 out of 99. Actually, this one's a player worn, but doesn't matter. This one, I was on the fence to get this one because I already have a Cooper Cup. This one, it kind of looks like, actually in that picture, it does look a little smudged, but I think that's the background effect. He just started this year putting the 18, which he doesn't wear 18 now, he wears 10. But that was something I was kind of gunning for. So I think I picked that one up for about $35. 33. But yeah, that one, they were going for about that much. I was hoping to get a little cheaper than that, but I didn't want to get it because I didn't want to give out that I was gunning for a lot of Rams. But I don't know. It looks so nice. The 3-color, it just hits everything. And that because it already has that gold effect. So when you see that blue going through, it almost looks like it's just perfect for the old school, not old school, but older Ram colors. That I like.
What's cool, the thing is too, you're always willing to pay up a little bit more when you got that 3 colors on the patch as well,
Yeah,
that patch is awesome.
And Cooper Cup, he's definitely one of my favorite players on the Rams right now. Definitely hard-working wide receiver, which I like.
Oh yeah.
And then my next one, which I was definitely wanting to get, one of those eye blacks, because the eye blacks looked really clean. It's almost kind of like a sticker auto in my opinion, but better. But so this is a Tiki Barber eBay 101 49 out of 49 2-color patch. And this one was says player worn on it, so not game used. Yeah, I picked this one up. I was actually gunning for a lot of them, but which the black on the outside is just pretty bad, getting a perfect outside without the like whiting for the black.
Yeah.
And when I saw this one in the picture you don't see it too well, but this one absolutely like has no whiting, maybe a little bit at the top, but it's damn near perfect.
Yeah.
And this one was a best offer. I think I paid 26 for it.
Yep, 26.
Nice. Yeah, I really like that, and even the photo of Tiki on it. I know he gets a lot of flack because he does some weird things outside of football, but that image and with the visor and the older colors, Giants. I'm pretty sure that's when they had just Giant, the name Giants on the side of the helmets, which I thought was cool instead of the NY. So yeah, I really like that one. Was a big fan of him in the early 2000s.
I was never a fan of Tiki. And I don't know what he does off the field, but I actually have become a fan of his mostly because his auto is so freaking cool, man. He's got one of the cooler, just classy autos out there. So I buy his cards for that reason.
Yeah, I was just looking back. His brother actually has a similar auto.
Oh, he does.
Last name. Yeah. I was like, I knew I had a Rondé, because that's also another reason I got it, because I was like, I have a Rondé, which I love Rondé. I was like, I got to get me a Tiki just because.
There you go.
I have a Tiki and a Rondé on the same card, and I actually shot the moon on my max bid to get it, and I got it for about a third of what I was willing to pay like $100 for the card, and I got it for like 30.
Was it a rookie card, or was it just?
No, it's like out of something Upper Deck Ultimate or something like that. It's it's a really cool card. Both I think they're on card autos too.
Yeah,
so
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I have to post that on IG one of these days.
Yeah, people forget about it. They forget about those two twins. They're really good.
To me, they're both Hall of Famers in my mind. I don't know if Tiki will ever get there. I think Rondé will because he does have the Super Bowl ring on his finger.
Yeah, well, Tiki. Tiki. No, he didn't. Never mind. I thought he stuck around with Michael Strahan, but he didn't. Never mind. He was gone before him. But so yeah, my next card, I definitely wanted to get a rookie, and nothing better than getting your own team's rookie. So I got me a Van Jefferson. If you tilt it to the side, it has the 3 colors on there. It's 66 out of 99.
Oh, nice. The Yin Yang eBay 101.
Yep, the Yin Yang 101. But Van Jefferson, he was definitely him and Cam Akers were 2 guys I was gunning for, but luckily I got him early at $18. I think $18.50. But his started going up, and what makes me really like him is his personality. He has a fun Instagram personality. Shoot, at the end of the season, he posted a picture of a box of used gloves, and just said, "Hey, message me if you want some." And I thought about messaging, like, "Hey, can you autograph one?" But then I realized he was just giving them to kids that needed gloves, and so I was like, "Oh, I'll let the kids have them. I don't need any gloves. I don't play any football." But yeah, he's just a really cool guy. So I'm like a fan. He has a fan favorite in me on him.
Oh, that's cool, man. Love that story.
Yeah, he's got it as far as like this rookie class too. I when we did our Origins build a box, I picked up a couple of his Origins cards because I love his autograph. He's got a super cool autograph.
Yeah, and I don't normally pick up other like people in their college unis unless I like them in college. But yeah, his Origins with that Florida uniform on, and then it's on card auto does look sweet. I almost picked up one of those a while ago, but they were going for a nice price. He has potential. He's definitely a speedster.
Now that they let Reynolds go, maybe he'll get on the field a little bit more too.
Yeah, and we got a better deep threat with Stafford, so I'm pretty excited. Yeah. He's almost like a skinny kid. Well, I guess Kenny Galladay is already skinny, but Van Jefferson, he's a white. Like, if he had those amazing catches, he would remind me of almost a Randy Moss, because he's long leg and gets that speed ahead of people in the long runs, but he can't catch that great, and his routes aren't the best. But he definitely kind of looks like a skinny guy, long arm, long legged. But hope for the best on him.
For
And
sure.
then, so my last card, and this was the card that I had to get because I'm a huge Bill Parcells fan. It's not numbered, but it's that like Super Bowl kind of ticket thing of Panini's Big Tuna. I remember just being young, and he's probably the first ever coach that actually was like knew who he was. Like everyone knew John Madden because of course you're watching the games and John's announcing and stuff. You know the retired guys, but Bill Parcells was he was awesome. Like you said on interviews, his interviews were the best. Even when he was like later in his career getting pushed around from team to team, I was like, man, I want the Rams to get him. I don't care if he's not doing a franchise very well. I don't care. He's just a great guy. And he doesn't really have too much, which they don't have too much coaching autos at all. But yeah, this was definitely one I had to get. And I got it for, in my opinion, a pretty good price. I think it was, 30.69.
Yep.
But, I think my max bid on this one was like maybe $37. Like I was willing to spend $40 on this card.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
I like
love that
the
card.
Super Bowl. I love the Super Bowl cards. That it seems like they just put out a couple and well, they put there was a few of them in this product, but they're just kind of releasing those NFL 100 cards in a couple in each product and a few of these in each product. And I feel like they've done that for years actually.
Yeah.
Because like I have a Carl Eller like Super Bowl one from a few years back of a Panini product of some sort. So I think it's cool that Panini just kind of they're like bonus cards. They're not part of the normal set.
Yeah, I don't even actually think they show up on the checklist.
I don't think so either.
I didn't, because when I first was thinking about doing this, just building a box, I looked at the checklist and he wasn't on it, or I would have been pretty excited to see him on there. But yeah.
What just came out? Is it Panini One. Tiki Barber, or not Tiki, but Rondé Barber has a Super Bowl card and that set that I'm trying to get, and I think one ends at like 2:00 today or something. Like at 3.
I missed that.
I might have missed it, but it was already up to like $50, and I'm not spending that much money on one of those. I'll wait. I
was surprised on how much they were going for. I was like, oh, these don't really look like the Immaculate cards. Maybe they will go for lower, but yeah, like you said, they're just sprinkled here and there. So I guess there's probably some people that are collecting the set and are seeking out it. And I look at it right now. It's a nifty looking card. I wouldn't mind having a complete set of this. Even like the Hall of Fame, the Canton Hall of Fame set. I don't know if you remember that one. Tyler Sports Guy, I think, has a full set of it.
Oh yeah.
Randy Moss is in it. It's like that.
Red, white, and blue cards.
Yep. Yeah. It's almost like red. It's almost like the plates and patches style looking.
Yep.
But yeah, very simple. Just says Canton Hall of Famers. So I imagine that's probably what's going on with these cards. You got a lot of people doing a big collection, especially if they're all Hall of Fame, Super Bowl greats.
Right.
I think I saw a Rod Woodson one when I was searching.
It looked like something like this.
Yep, exactly. That's it. Yep.
That's my boy Chris Carter, CC.
I figured you'd have one. I
think I might only have the one though. The Chris Carter. As far as that set goes, I think I just have Chris because they're spendy.
Oh yeah, you're spending 200 plus. If you're getting someone that's like probably someone you're going after who's a quarterback or a running back, wide receiver. They do have some defensive people, but even those ones go like Ray Lewis and what. Like Ray Lewis is so hard to touch.
Yeah.
In any of his cards, you got to get like. You just got to man up and just like I'm doing right now with Randy Moss, just got to man up and pay the price. If you want one, just do it. Yeah. There's no getting a deal or whatnot. Your deal was last year.
Yeah, exactly. The longer you wait, the more they keep on creeping up, right?
Yeah, so I'm definitely pulling a trigger on Randy Moss and Adrian Peterson now. No more waiting.
There you go. I know Lorn wrote a book for his Build-A-Box here, so we better get him started.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I might actually have to like.
You're gonna have to do abbreviated, dude.
Yeah, I will. All right. Okay, so the first guy that
you want to say what you're.
Okay, I set out. I looked at my $160 budget that we had as a salary cap, and I wanted to build a complete defense with my salary cap, and so I managed to build a defense, all 11 positions with my with my $160, and yeah. I don't think I have as cool of bangers as you do, but I like my team. I'll put my no one's gonna score on my defense.
Yeah.
All right, I got your first one up.
And I told Kevin, actually, I said, I'm not looking to try to win this challenge so much as get Zach's vote.
Yeah, I am a defensive guy, so if you already have 11 cards, like, this blows my mind. You have a box that costs, we'll say you get it from Panini for $800 that gives you 6 cards. You might get 2, or I guess you do get 2 autos. But yeah, you got 11 cards out of that. That just blows my mind.
Yeah, and it was tough. It was very tough, but I managed to do it.
We won't talk about what he spent total to do the challenge. He put together this box for this.
Yeah, my team was always changing because of the salary cap. I had to cut some guys and find cheaper replacements. But this first one is a Gastineau, which is numbered out of 57. Yep. 52 out of 57. And I think I got a really good auto on this one too. Not all his autos look as good as and as clean as the auto on this one does. So
oh yeah, I had a sticker auto of his, and it doesn't, he even put his number on it. I think he might have just put his first name on it looking at yours.
For a little while there, Gastineau was like fighting colon cancer or something, and his autos got really bad looking.
Oh, okay.
And now he's doing better. And just quickly, Gastineau, to me, I feel like he's a Hall of Famer. He's not there because his official sack total is only like 74, because his first couple of years in the league, they didn't count sacks officially. But he has 107.5 sacks unofficially. He had the single season sacks record of 22 at one point. Single game sack, he had 4 one time. He was a 5-time Pro Bowler, 5 years in a row, 81 through 85. He was also a 5-time All-Pro player those 5 years. He has an NFL record for 2 consecutive years leading the lead in sacks. No other player has led the league in sacks 2 years in a row, except Gastineau. He's considered one of the top 10 like fastest guys off of the defensive line, like to rush the passer. He's an amazing dude. He should be in the Hall of Fame, in my opinion. So I think I got his cards for $10.50.
Yep.
I can't see how much I paid on shipping on that card.
$2.99.
But we won't count shipping. Otherwise, I spend way more money.
Yeah.
The next guy on my defense is defensive tackle, and he'll play the 3 technique in my defensive line, and he is Bob Lilly. He's a 7-time first team All-Pro. He is a Hall of Famer. He's the first guy that the Cowboys retired as in their Ring of Honor. They call him Mr. Cowboy. That's just how much Bob Lilly is respected in the Cowboy franchise. He did win 1 Super Bowl. He played, I believe, in 2. He was part of the NFL's 75th anniversary team and their 100. He is part of the NFL 100 team. So he's considered an all-time great by the NFL people.
And this one is how much?
Oh, it was like, you'll have to scroll the next screen. Actually, 1455.
Yep.
My next guy is Gilbert Brown. I don't have a lot to talk about as far as Gilbert Brown goes, other than he was the anchor of those mid-90s Packers teams that went to 2 consecutive Super Bowls. He did not accumulate many stats at all. He just ate up bodies is what he was. He was they say that he was listed at like below 350 as a weight, but most people think he was pushing 400 pounds. So he did win a Super Bowl with 96 Packers, and then lost to the Broncos in the 97 Super Bowl. But this is one of those Super Bowl cards that we were just talking about.
Yeah, he's been on a couple of 2020 products, and I saw this card and I was like, oh man, like I think you posted a card or showed one on the show, and I was like, oh, Lauren's gonna have to get this one. This one looks mean.
Yeah. I'm a Viking fan. I hate the Packers, but I gotta respect a great player, and Gilbert Brown. Actually, the Vikings either drafted or signed him as a undrafted free agent out of college, and but we cut him twice, I think, from the roster before the Packers picked him up or something like that. So yeah, his first couple rookie cards, I think he only has a couple, actually say that he was a member of the Vikings. Although I think he was played for Kansas or Kansas State. But yeah, he's also named the Gravedigger when he actually did make a tackle and stuff. Whether it be a lot of times his tackles were in the backfield for losses or a sack. He had 7 career sacks. So I mean, he did not. What he did was chew up blockers, is what he did, and allow the rest of the defensive line and the linebackers do his job. He is what you consider, a true nose tackle. Anyway, yeah, he would act like he was digging somebody's grave whenever when he'd get up. That was his little celebration dance. So yeah, Gilbert just has to be the anchor of my defensive line.
And he was $13.80.
$13.80. So the next guy on my defense is Javon Curse. And Javon Curse, I got to find his. He was a 3-time Pro Bowler. As a rookie, he led the league in sacks. And I remember they called him the Freak. And this is a year after Randy Moss was nicknamed the Super Freak.
Yeah.
And I loved Randy Moss, and I loved the Freak the next year, and that was Javon Curse. I definitely had to get him on my defensive line. He ended his career. He started out hot, and injuries and stuff kind of slowed him down a little bit. He ended up though with 74 career sacks. He actually won. He was a defensive rookie of the year. His rookie year in '99. He was defensive rookie of the month all but 1 month his rookie year. And then I believe he followed. I think he followed that up as the runner-up to. I don't know if it was his rookie year or the following year, but he was runner-up to as defensive player of the year twice. Once to Warren Sapp, then the next year to Ray Lewis. So he was quite the player for a very short window of his career. He did play in 2 Super Bowls. He lost to your Rams the one year, and then he played for the Eagles the year that the Eagles lost to the Patriots. So 2-time Super Bowl, played in 2 Super Bowls. So that's my defensive line.
And he was $15.
$15. So I think
I was trying to go for that card too.
Oh, really?
A specific one, but I was going for a Javon Curse.
Sure.
So my next card, and this guy to me is also I feel like Lance Briggs is you can't hardly talk about Urlacher. To me, I don't think you can talk about Urlacher without also talking about Briggs. They were just a dominant linebacking crew. I actually thought Lance Briggs was more celebrated than he actually was. He did make 7 Pro Bowls, but he was only a first team All-Pro once, but was named to 2 second team All-Pros. He did lose to, I don't even know who the Bears lost to in the Super Bowl that year.
The Colts.
Okay, yeah, the Colts. Was that the Colts one win? Yeah. So that was the one year that he did play in a Super Bowl. But and as a linebacker, he had a lot of tackles, but not a lot of not a lot of sacks he wasn't a edge rushing linebacker. And in my 4-3 defense, I need him to be a coverage and tackling machine. So he's my first outside linebacker.
And he was $12.
$12. And that was roughly about what his cards were going for. I didn't get him on some of the cards I got for a real steal. The next guy is actually one of them. My middle linebacker, Harry Carson. The day I got this card, there was actually 3 of these with the 3-color patch in the middle. Yeah. I won the first one for $8, and the next 2 went for $12.50. I seen this out of 99 Immaculate go for as much as $46, I think.
Yeah.
A little while later, but Harry Carson to me is just an all-time great middle linebacker. Your coach Bill Parcells, and his defensive coordinator Bill Belichick can't speak highly enough of Harry Carson, the leader he was on the field and the man he was off the field. He was part of the Super Bowl 21 1986 New York Giants Super Bowl team that won. He was a 9-time Pro Bowler, 2-time first team All-Pro, 4-team second team All-Pro, named to the New York Giants Ring of Honor, and also the second true Hall of Famer on my defense.
And he was $8.
$8. So that was Harry being so cheap allowed me a little bit of flexibility elsewhere on my defense. My next one is one that Kevin is trying to give me a penalty flag on.
I'm definitely throwing a penalty flag on this one.
It's a blockchain card.
That is a penalty. That's funny. And they were going for a good price, so you still had to fight for it.
I got this. This is James Harrison. It is it's the shadow box version of the James Harrison. And he's got also a patch auto in Immaculate, but I got in on a few blockchain cards early, and now what I'm seeing blockchain cards go for, my gut feeling on those was right. I think the other one that I've seen of this went for like over $20. So anyway, I got this blockchain card for $5.50, which also helped me with my salary cap. But James Harrison's a 2-time Super Bowl champ, 5-time Pro Bowler, 2-time first team All-Pro, 2-time second team All-Pro. He won the Defensive Player of the Year in 2008. And if I do need a edge rusher from the defensive linebacking core, he ended his career with 84.5 sacks. So I should have probably snapped also a photo of what this card kind of looks like, the shadow box card of it. But yeah, that's
you mean you don't have a card for this?
I have to like set up a blockchain account to redeem my blockchain cards. But
I totally was waiting to give you a hard time about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Kevin doesn't get blockchain, and I'm like, dude, you don't need to get it to
it makes you money. You don't need to get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
Yeah. So that's so So yeah, I think James Harrison will probably be a Hall of Famer.
Oh yeah,
sooner or later.
Yeah, especially with your team, you got Harrison paired up with Gilbert. That's a fear. I'd be feared of that every day. Tackle and guard. Oh, I just look at each other and just shake our heads and be like, we're done.
Yeah. Who do you got next?
Next, I believe I have Aeneas Williams. And Aeneas was a pretty easy get in this challenge. I got mine for $1 less than yours at $9. But what can you say about Aeneas Williams? He's an 8-time Pro Bowler, was named to 4 All-Pro teams, 3 of them being first team. Finished his career with 55 interceptions and 13 defensive touchdowns. So not only could he get his hands on the ball, he also knew what to do with it afterwards. And Aeneas he's going to lock down one side of the defense. Not quite Revis Island, but
yeah,
I'll roll with, and he's a Hall of Famer. So third Hall of Famer on my defense.
Actually, you saying that he's took a lot of those interceptions to the house. I think there's one specific game that I remember that he took 2 interceptions for a touchdown for the Rams. And I think it might have been a playoff game too, like the year they went to go play Tom Brady and the Patriots. But yeah, he was always getting.
And he was in the twilight of his career at that point too.
Yeah, I want to say he got moved somewhere else, but I might be mistaken with someone else. But yeah, it was shortly after that he stopped. He didn't play too long either because he definitely liked to hit people too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What number are we on, Lorn? 2 more?
3 more. Now we're doing my first safety, and this is one of the young guys on my team, and that's Derwin James. And I actually best offered this one and got it for $29.
Oh, okay.
And I need it. I was looking at probably having to have like 4 cornerbacks play the backfield, but I wanted to be true to my defense, so I did get a couple safeties. Derwin has only played for a couple years and already been named All-Pro twice. Once as a first teamer, once as a second teamer. So I feel like his future is bright, and by the time his career's over, he might get the call to Canton. So safeties are not cheap by any means.
Especially Derwin. Derwin has a big fan base, and I was kind of going for that card just because of the look of it, because that light blue in the background.
Yeah.
When the card matches the team also perfectly, I'm a sucker for that, and that's definitely I like this one.
Oh, cool.
And that was 29.
Yep,
okay.
29 for Derwin. My next guy is let's see. Oh, I might have not wrote notes down for him. That's okay. Here it is. Next guy is Harrison Smith of my Minnesota Vikings. I actually wasn't trying to get a Viking for this challenge necessarily, but the Vikings, they have quite a few Vikings in 2020 Immaculate, and one is Harrison. I love his auto. He is I was actually surprised. He's only been named to 2 All-Pro teams, 1 first team, 1 second team. He has made 5 Pro Bowls. He was named to the All-Rookie team his rookie year. He has had there it is, 28 interceptions. He has got 4 defensive touchdowns too. Harrison Smith, it can swap back and forth from each safety position. Zim kind of plays like a real hybrid defense, and Harrison's one of those pieces he loves to kind of move around. He actually has 13 and a half sacks in the safety position. And so I'm pretty happy to have him on my defense too.
He was $24.99.
$24.99. That was also a best offer. Both my safeties were best offers. So,
and the last player, and the weak link to my defense is the number 3 overall pick in this year's last year's NFL draft, and that's Jeff Okudah.
But to make the defense work, I did have to have a rookie on my defense. And, you know, I've heard people say that he's a bust, but how can you call a guy a bust after just 1 year? I think Jeff will.
Yeah, especially at corner, because you got to get used to the wide receiver's pace. Like, you're playing against real men that they got speed and they know how to run a route. They're not rounding off their post routes in the NFL like college. I hope for him.
Yeah, I think it's the jury's still out on Jeff, but at the same time, the rest of my defense is so strong. Mm-hmm. I mean, there was a point where I thought I might just need to have my defense have 10 guys on it and just always play with one guy short. But to add an extra body onto my defense, it was going to be Jeff Okuda, and he actually was 15 corners and the back end of your defense was not cheap. Aeneas was the easiest to get for me, and everybody else was like, you're going to spend some money on the rest of your. I actually spent more money on those 4 positions than I did on my front 7, which I was actually a little bit blown away by.
Right.
Yeah.
So you were all how much? 157?
My total was 157.84. I didn't get a salary cap penalty or anything like that.
Yeah, I was trying to think of the other corners you could have got. I guess Rondé and Ty Law were the only other corners I could think of off the top of my head.
He's got Ty Law over there somewhere.
I do have a Ty Law.
Salary cap didn't let him in.
I was looking at Peanut Tillman. I really thought it was cool.
I forgot. Peanut was on there.
I think Patrick Peterson was part of the Immaculate too. I think
possibly he has a good following. Everyone from Arizona likes him. Lawyer Malloy from the Patriots was one of them. He had a Super Bowl ticket, I think.
I have a Lawyer Malloy, but he also right here. He's got a super cool auto.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that one was going for a lot too.
I got this for just over. I would have almost played him next to Harrison, but he was just a couple bucks too much to take out Derwin. But I would have loved to have had him on my back as one of my safeties. If you would have let me just have another like $40.
I'd be sitting here with a Lawrence Taylor, man. I don't know if you would have wanted that. I would have Lawrence Taylor and Michael Vick next to me.
Right. Isn't that funny though? I just enjoyed watching because the strategy and the I think you guys both mentioned, well, we'll wait until after the Super Bowl and the prices will drop a little bit. The prices are going up, dang it.
Yeah.
If we would have been buying right off the bat, I probably could have had Patrick Peterson or Peanut Tillman as a corner. And I was just like going, when are these prices going to drop? I've never seen this with any product where it just kept on going up and up and up and up. It was like, this was the stock that everybody just is continuing to invest in versus.
I kind of have a theory on it, thinking more on it, because you see like people like Kevin, when you open boxes, you get a couple of cards, you're like, oh, these are really cool. And you're like, well, I could have picked these up for half probably the box online or whatnot. Well, I think when it comes to like hobby and the high end stuff, I think because like the real collectors want a really good looking product on card, like Immaculate's really good. Impeccable's going more too. They've jumped up in price. So I think it's the high end cards are something you'd want to like maybe buy a hobby box for, because like, all right, I can flip these cards instead of like let's take the Donruss box of basketball that you just opened. The slam cards, I like those. I'm going to collect all 20 of them. I'm not going to go out and buy any Donruss boxes. I'm just going to buy them online. Then I'm happy with my. I have exactly what I want out of buying a box. Anyways, what I'm looking for, like, there's a couple of jersey swaps I want. I'll probably be able to pick them up with combined shipping on all these other ones. But this challenge actually made me realize, like, no reason to go fight and try to get some retail box anymore. Pick the cards you want, budget it out, and just kind of go for it that way. And you're gonna end up just as happy, if not more. Like the hunt is hunting for cards online when you can't find them in retail is just as fun.
I think so. I know a lot of people might disagree with that. Just like I know a lot of people that open, it's not the same. I'm like, man, I open Lorn's eBay page and he wins very few cards, but the cards he wins, you'd be ecstatic to get that out of a box.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine if you would have opened that box for 800, like you said off Panini's site, they're all cards you wanted, but you'd be disappointed if you spent 800. You spent 160 to buy them all.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and even like say if you want that opening fix, like what I do is I just get a bunch of cards that I like on ComC that were under $1, and then when I feel like ripping something, or that ComC will come in like a box of 300 cards and open 10 of them at a time. You'll be blown away. You're like, oh, I can't believe I got this card. Like, oh, Barry Bonds rookie, what the hell? Like, tripping out. And you,
how long did I buy this, man? I don't even remember buying it.
Yeah, that's the thing too. That like the 3 months that you gotta wait, 3 or 4 months that you're waiting for that work, you forget what you bought. So when you open it, it's like such a surprise.
Yeah, I would. Luckily, before this, there's a big UFC craze since they signed to Panini. So all their prices on cards are going crazy, and I got lucky and just went crazy one night and bought a bunch of UFC autographs. So now I'm like, man, when do I want to get that shipment in so I can get that? I'm like, I don't even remember which ones I got. Like, I know I have like maybe a Chuck Liddell and a Randy Couture, but I can't remember the other ones I got. But yeah, so once I get that, and that's just a whole new like, oh man, it's bringing you back in the hobby. But yeah, I think just that retail ripping of like possibly getting like, I guess, a Joe Burrow auto, I guess, but I don't know. When it comes to retail, that's so few and far between getting that really big hit. You gotta get a hot box if you really want to have fun.
I know. Gosh, was that just this past Monday that I had the NASCAR rip?
2 Mondays ago.
Was it 2 Mondays? Okay, so was it 2 Mondays ago? Oh yeah, it was. Okay, so 2 Mondays ago I did a NASCAR rip, and I have no doubt I actually had more fun opening that box than I love football's my sport, but I've seen so much football ripped. Kevin's ripped quite a bit, and I'm just like, the NASCAR, I had a blast opening. It was only a $20 box, and it's honestly like the first box of cards that I've really truly like just had a blast opening, and I have no idea if I even hit on anything.
Yeah, that's why I loved about opening. Finding Topps UFC at Walmart. It's like the whole thing's just freaking empty, and there's a couple of boxes kind of beat up and whatnot. I'm just like, oh, this is a score for me. Like, heck yeah, like, because I love the sport. So anyone I pull out of there, I'm just gonna like, even if it's an up and coming guy. And especially they're all action shots. So if it's like you find a fight that you remember, then you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna keep this in my binder so I can kind of remember that fight from now on my collection. So that's what really made it fun. But now that Panini signed with UFC, I hope they don't inflate everything. Like, I can just only imagine. But yeah, watching that NASCAR one, it got me excited to go open a box. But I've been out of NASCAR for a little bit, so I'd be like you and be like, who's this guy? Like you posted
that's part of the fun though. You don't know. I mean, who knows if any of it's super good. When you're opening product, you're like, well, I didn't really get anything, or I got I got pointed and stuff. I'm like,
I like just to play that Richard Petty card that I got is probably a 50-cent card. It was like one of the coolest cards. I was just like,
that was a cool photo.
Yeah.
Well, even you posted that one card with the guy with the thumbs up. I'm like, oh man, that'd be cool to just get the tie-dye version of the guy with this thumbs up. I don't know who he is, but it'd be a funny card.
Yeah, I have no idea. Me and Kevin were talking. It's like, it's only got like, I'm sure this guy's a nobody, but it got like not even 20. I'm like, 20 likes is like our baseline. That's like almost like 0 for us on likes. So if we get 20 likes, it's like, nobody, all our friends like this one or whatever.
Yeah.
But I didn't care. It was like, I love the card. The guy's got.
Yeah, it was a cool looking card. It's all fun.
Well, this has been a lot of fun. The challenge was a blast. Hopefully people remember what the cards were to vote. Let us know which box you like better. I think they were both awesome. And
I know that he got at least a few cards that I know that he probably beat me out on, or that I wanted. I think we talked about the Tiki Barber card, and I probably had it in my watch list, and you just best offered the person before I did.
Yeah. So I guess we'll bring this to a close. Thanks for doing this, Zach. It was a blast. We'll have to pick out another high-end box and grab a sweet box for a fraction of the cost soon.
Yeah. We'll see what else comes out. I don't know what else might be coming out.
We'll take a look.
What happened? Oh man, I don't know. Well, yeah, we'll definitely have to think about it.
Panini 1 is out now. We could see how many Panini 1 cards we can get.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I don't even know how much that was going for. Wasn't it going for like $1,600 for just one card?
It's up there a ways.
I've seen people asking as much as that on eBay, but I've also seen under 1,000 too. So I don't know if it's like 500 from Panini. Like, I don't know what Panini's price on it actually is.
Yeah, I'd have to.
It's what it was. On,
yeah. For one card, it's pretty crazy. But they do sell pretty well. I think it is that like low supply of one card that makes everyone think there's not much left. I don't know, because they do go for pretty good. I've tried to get one, and sadly. But
you tried to get just a card, just one card, or
just one of it, because usually they'll go for 150 bare minimum, unless it's like a nobody.
Okay, before Lorn goes on a Panini 1 rant, we're gonna bring this to a close. Hang on the line, we'll talk about it off camera because we're only on 50 minutes. That'll bring episode 178 to a close.
Skull Brothers out.
All right.